Hello, today we will be talking about stress in relations to traditional and non-traditional students. Traditional students are the ages of 18 through 23, and non-traditional students are the ages of 24 and up. Stress is when it's perceived for individuals that cannot significantly cope with demands being made on them in relation to college. And stress for college students mainly be study factors, social life, and economic factors and career factors. That can be for traditional and non-traditional students. But mainly for traditional students, they just have workloads such as work assignments, tests, exams, quizzes, and social life such as their peers or relationships. Non-traditional students, they mostly have work assignments too within relation to college, and also outside factors such as mortgages or their children, which is finances. Researchers have previously did research and said that college stress levels often associated with cognitive deficiencies, illnesses, increase in rate of depression, anxiety, and decreased life satisfaction. The 4 common symptoms of stress can be cognitive, emotional, physical, and behavioral. Cognitive symptoms include anxious or racing thoughts, consistent worrying, or the ability to concentrate. Emotional symptoms include the range of things such as moodiness, depression, or general unhappiness or short temper. Physical symptoms such as nausea, colds, rapid heartbeats, or having aches and pains in the body. Lastly, with behavioral symptoms, they can include eating more or less, sleeping more or less, using alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs to relax. But with these type of stress symptoms, there are also ways that we can manage and cope with these stressors.
My name is Cheyenne. I am 24 years old. I attend Penn State Harrisburg, and in comparison to this project, I am considered a non-traditional college student.
Just talk.
Just talk. I gotta talk louder than that. Like a lot louder than that.
Like that.
Okay.
On top of the college workload you have, what are 2 other factors that play into the stress you have?
I would say the 2 most important would have to be rent and my child, maintaining somewhere to live and taking care of my child.
Some of the worst stress that a college student experiences is balancing work and social life. One of the best ways to start coping with this stress is to identify these stressors. Identify which stressors are manageable and which ones aren't. Experience stress due to work. To cope with this stress, it is important to identify which stressor is manageable and which one is not. For the unmanageable stress, such as due dates, there's nothing you can really do. But for the manageable stuff like starting the project and not procrastinating, time management is the key. Get a schedule, write down when you have projects due and how you go about doing them. Make a set list for each day and how much work you're going to do.
So with all the stress factors you have, such as your daughter, rent, and the college workload, what are some ways that you cope with these?
To maintain a good balance in my life, I have a planner. I keep a budget, with the work and rent and having food in the house. And emotionally wise, I go to therapy just to have someone to talk to and, receive advice, someone other than a biased opinion as far as my family.
So with all the stress factors that you have in place of college, financial, emotional, and relationships, how do you cope with these?
Writing. I read somewhere that writing about stressful times and events in your life serves an outlet. I read a lot, so I have a lot of ideas, and whenever I feel rushed or I feel like everything is overwhelming me, I just write and I get it all out.
Do you write about school stuff or just what's on your mind, period?
School, it could be anything. It depends on what it is that's exactly stressing me. Everything doesn't stress me at once. Something may overstep another.
And how does time management help you?
I just learned not to waste any, never be idle. All time's precious. So any time that I do have, I'm doing something.